How does the architectural design process work? So we are going to inform you 5 steps of architectural design process. Number 1. Research and information collection. This step can be called pre-design. It's where you try to get familiarity with the site and get to know the client's needs and wants. This is the first step of the architectural design process. You need to pay attention to typography, solar access, wind and weather patterns, vegetation, water, ecology at large, or quality and views, etc. Step 2. Schematic design development. Schematics are basically what you do in school. It's like what the building looks like, general appearance, general shape, general form in order to get to schematics. It's like you have a fundamental understanding of what the materials are going to be. The only stage of the architectural design process objective is to collect data that will reveal the task challenges, and the research progress will effectively continue throughout the architectural design process. A thorough site analysis will begin to build a picture of the site's context, constraints, merits, and concerns, allowing the designer to concentrate on finding a solution to these problems. Step 3. Design development. The structure of the building evolves as a design that came from the schematic design is developed. In the second step, you will interact with customer a lot, such as how to optimize the kitchen layout or discussing furniture placement. Especially in commercial projects, the emphasis switches to topics like space efficiency and flexibility. You will discuss with consultants about structural and mechanical engineering. For a smaller project, you can offer structural engineering and energy stimulation service. For larger and more complex projects, you might require customers, geotechnical geologists, and landscape architects, civil engineers, acoustical engineers, lighting or interior designers, and so on. All the building's basic characteristics are set in plan, elevation, and section at the end of the design development in the architectural design process. Customers should bring in contractor early to work directly with architects. It can help evaluate expenses and allow for modifications while the situation is still manageable. Step 4. Construction documentation. For designers, preparing construction documents takes a lot of time, and the client's participation might include things like choosing finishing materials, deciding on construction components like windows, or looking over electrical mechanical layouts. The majority of the job is to incorporate the structural design and to create a consistent plan set with all the necessary paperwork to get a building permit. You might consider that some details which go beyond the minimum scope have to be asked for permission to maintain the building's architectural character and structural integrity. For example, in Canada, energy compliance needs to be documented. Step 5. Bidding. Bidding is like when the contractors come in. You give them bidding documents. It's not necessarily the full construction documents. Sometimes it can be afterlife design development. It's when you give documents to the contractors. It's a step where you think you can give them enough information that they can look at drawings and tell you and your clients how much it is going to cost them to build it. They will need wall section details, sections, floor plans, all the elevations, some specifications in terms of materials, things used. The more information in this architectural design process step you can give them, the more accurate the bid. Then the owner will get a couple of bids. The owner will choose who is going to be awarded the commission. Last step, construction administration. After the project has begun, the contract is responsible for implementing the plan. But to make sure that everything is perfect, that the building reaches potential and the design is executed properly, a construction administrator is required. For example, the clients want the architect to call you and say things such as, "Look, the tile that you specified is like 3 times more expensive than what we thought. We found comparable things and in between. What we would do instead?" Or maybe in a renovation project, the counter is at an angle. It is crooked, not really straight. They might ask, "Can we remove it?" This step is like back and forth. You might find problems and you have to correct them. You, the architect, an overseer who makes sure everything gets done right.